but he's very sinister and scary in this role. So people will look at him differently on the street now.
First off, what can you preview for part two of the season finale of Watson and the aftermath of that cliffhanger?
Wow, yes. Part two is where we kind of go head to head. And first of all, we're gonna see what happens with the twins. We can only save one of the Croft brothers, so we'll see which one we'll be able to save. But then, of course, we have the villainous Moriarty lurking around the hospital, wreaking havoc, and so we finally go head to head at some point.
Going off of that, obviously Watson and Moriarty have a lot of history in all iterations, and this show is no different. But now Moriarty is going after the team. How has it been seeing the stakes rise so much in these final episodes after it's been slowly building over the season?
I mean, it's been so fun to watch and so fun to play when we were shooting. It's so fun to read when we'd get each script. It really is a slow build throughout the series, and here in this final episode, it really comes to a head, and so I'm excited for people to see it.
Now, has it been challenging at all playing off this dynamic between Watson and Moriarty, knowing how deep their past and hatred goes, even without really working with each other until these final two episodes?
It's the challenge for me. I didn't know that was Moriarty. I've been suffering I've had a traumatic brain injury. They're messing with my prescriptions. There's a lot going on in Watson's head leading up to these moments. So when I finally find out who it is, that's when it really gets fun. But playing with Randall's been incredible. He's incredible in everything he does, but he's very sinister and scary in this role. So people will look at him differently on the street now.
Yeah, it was being able to play opposite Morris and particularly in these last few episodes was really fun. I mean, he is a hero to me and a legend to me. So it was a surreal playing opposite him, but also being able to play this iconic character against another iconic character has been a real honor.
Now, going off of that, what has it been like portraying versions of these characters and bringing your own spin to them?
It's been fun. Luckily, it's a modern day version of it, and it's post the death of Sherlock Holmes. So I had a little bit more creative freedom to kind of do what I want with the character, along with working with Craig. We made a few decisions, so it's been fun.
Yeah, and I love this version of Moriarty because he is so unassuming and so such a kind of a regular guy just walking around. Not you wouldn't really think twice about him until he lures you in, and that's what's been happening throughout the season, and it all comes to a head here. So I'm very excited for this episode.
Now, of course, both of you have had a wide range of roles throughout your careers, but what sets apart your characters on Watson from your previous roles?
For me, I mean, he's just a real villain. I mean, I've hardly ever gotten to play villains. The only other time I've gotten to play a villain was when I played Kim Jong-un in the interview, and that was a very different role. So to be able to be this evil on screen is just really a blast.
And for me, I think it's the iconic character of
Hmm.
Watson. Merging the mythology with the medical procedural is fun and it's interesting, but it's just the John Watson sidekick to Sherlock Holmes. So that's what it is.
And for my final question, Watson has been renewed for season two. How has it been seeing the fan reception and knowing that the show is doing so well and is coming back for more?
in the challenging landscape of television, and quite frankly, movies have a challenging landscape as well. But just the challenges that our industry faces now, it's just an honor, it's a blessing. I'm just so thankful to be working with CBS and have a show on Broadcast Network. I'm just very grateful.
All right, well, thank you guys so much. It was great chatting with you.